Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. It's almost the weekend. And I just came on here to address something that was brought to my attention. And I'm going to wait a few minutes to see if anybody shows up. But my conversation is really for one particular person down there in Mississippi who seems to feel that because someone is not addressing the things that they have done, that they need to come out and start it all over again. And first of all, let me get something straight. But I'm just going to wait and see if any of my peeps and my subscribers drop down because that's essentially who I speak with. But yeah, she was over there telling people that, first of all, that doxing is not illegal and it's not a crime. But just the other day, it was confirmed by a federal judge that, pursuant to the Cyberstalking Act of 1996 and Section 18 of the U.S. Code 2261B, it is a crime. And, you know, I just want her to know because a judge has already said and signed an order saying that she is has been engaged in illegal criminal harassment. So why don't she answer the door? Because she says she's not scared. Why don't she answer the door? And then her husband standing out in the front of the property on the edge of it, telling the constable he wasn't in uniform, but telling him, don't know Irvins live here. Excuse me? But anyway, and she said that the cops told her that they saw the doxing and they were only worried about threats, so that made it not illegal. I wonder if she's talking about the cops who told her I was in Mississippi. Yeah, it's all on the body cam of that particular police officer, that Mississippi Police Department um, officer. And, you know, the hug was witnessed to. And his superior officer said, yeah, well, he did misspeak because I was not hardly in no doggone Mississippi. And I don't make threats because where I'm from, you don't do that. But yes, cyber stalking and doxing is against the law. Now, the other thing is this. You see, I don't know if she misses me or what, but when that Zoom she was referring to, that someone was said her name, she assigned that to me. And uh, I didn't even speak in that Zoom. My voice was never heard. So was she so desperate to hear me say her name, or did one of her little minions run over to her and say, yeah, she said your name, and she didn't bother to go listen for herself and ran with it? But I don't say her name. I don't need to say her name. And if I have something to say to her, I don't have to wait for a Zoom to do it. Okay? Another stolen Zoom. But the fact is that um, she represented to her people that I was the one that brought up her name, which was a damn lie. And then telling people doxing is not illegal, that's a damn lie. Okay? But if you say my name, then you are cyberbullying me and doxing me. Now, I'm going to tell you one more time because I'm going to tell this to her, and I know she probably listens. She'll hear about it. Um, Calling my son a child molester, I hope you know that that is defamation, because um, all that is required to prove defamation is that the statement is untrue. And you sit over there and you want to talk about me and my family and this, that, and the other and make up stuff. What is it in your life that's lacking that all you can find to talk about is me at any given point? And on site April over there talking cash money ish and talking about, oh yeah, this and that, and putting little nasty comments down. They said she was putting comments in there like she was before. And this is a woman who got her own set of problems and has had her own set of problems. And it seems like people who have these sets of problems want somebody else to have the same problems they have. I don't have them. But thank you for letting me know that you're still around, because I thought you had moved on, April. And apparently you didn't, and you have not. So um, I'll proceed. But as for me, listening or watching, yeah, I listen and I'll watch. If somebody brings it to my attention, you doggone right, I'm going to listen, I'm going to watch. But when you start lying on me and you start lying on my son, that is harassment, that is bullying, and that is cyber stalking, because it is done for the purpose of annoying someone. And you know how little gnats fly around in your face, and if you walk in somewhere and outside with the animals, because I live around wild animals, and gnats will gather, and and just have to swat them away or something like that. And that's what I feel like with some of these people, because they don't have anything to do but sit up and talk about people and talk about each other over and over and over again. And life is much more, than talking about other people. Life is about living your life and doing something with your life and being something in your life, and not discussing other people all the time, round and round in a circle. You can't come back. You can leave here and come back, and the same thing will be going on, talking about other people while doing nothing in your own life. So, yes, I'm watching, I'm listening, and I'm taking notes, and I'm taking action. But I don't make threats, okay? I act. And as far as um, doxing, I'm going to say it again. It is a crime. You out here telling people it's nothing illegal about it. That section of the law says it is. It depends on the motivation. And as far as that other person in there, that Baltimore lady talking trash about her child, and don't talk about her child, but she wants to talk about somebody else's child. Excuse me? She said, don't talk about my child because you can't take my mouth. Isn't that what you did to me? Huh? Okay. So, you calling names and you sitting up there cussing like a sailor and making fun of people, talking about how people look and all this kind of stuff. But I'll tell you one thing. There's one thing you need to know, is that I don't play games. This is not a game. You will not. You may do it for a minute, okay? You may think it's not illegal, but there are consequences for defaming people and slandering people and libeling people. What you think Cardi B is up there doing? She got slandered and libeled, and she didn't get slandered and libeled, and defamed as harshly as you and your little minions defamed me. And I'm talking about me now. So you need to take it serious. All of y'all need to take it serious. The doxing and, you know, making up stuff about people, no, that ain't gonna fly with me, because I don't bother anybody. I don't go out of my way to bother anybody. I may comment on something, but guess what? If I comment on something, it's objective. I'm not sitting up here slandering somebody. I know better than that. And if you want to slander and defame, then, answer the door. Stop running. Because they tell me, they report back to me, they say, she's got cameras and the cars are there, but she's not answering the door. You say you're not scared? I'll send him back. He's a constable. I'll send him back. Answer the door. And be accountable for what you've done. And by the way, I haven't doxed you, okay? Because doxing is putting your information on the internet, period. And as far as court information, showing a official court document, that's not doxing. And that's what I showed you, was my official court document showing that you have an injunction against harassment of me and my son. And a judge signed her name to it and stamped it with a court seal. So if you're not afraid of it, answer the door. Instead of coming up on here talking about you ain't scared of nothing and you had this and you all this and that, answer the door. And when you mention my name, you didn't mention it in the Zoom, but you inferred it. Okay. But this time today, you mentioned my name. Yesterday, whenever it was, you mentioned my name. And I do answer to Ray Ellen. I don't answer to all the other stuff you say, but I answer to Ray Ellen. But when you join my name with some bullshit and some lies and so on, oh yeah, I'm going to answer to that, but I'm going to answer to it in other ways. And right now, I'm answering to it in my way and letting you know, yeah, I heard it. But when you talk about me, the way you have discussed me, you don't know a damn thing about me, because all the doxing in the world has not proven anything about me. I don't have any charges. I don't have any warrants. I don't have a criminal record. There's nothing salacious about my life. So you have to sit over there and dream up stuff and make it salacious. And that's where defamation comes in. And that's where slander comes in. And that's where libel comes in. So all you people, your little people over there and all the little stuff they say, in the chat and everything else, hey, it's one thing to have something to say about something that's real. It's another thing to make stuff up and slander a person for no reason, like Mrs. Boyd did. And Mrs. Boyd, I had a lot more respect for you at some time. I didn't think that you needed to get in chats and make stuff up and degrade people for entertainment. I thought you had a real life, but apparently you don't. And that goes for everybody in that chat that has something to say about me. And I can't tell you what to say or when to say it. But according to YouTube, content creators are responsible for the behavior of their chat. And that's all I got to say. Have a beautiful Friday every day. Hey, my 2 cents. Hey, Scarlett. Hey, who else? December. Hey, December baby. The real I'm just saying. Hi, sweetie. Let's see. I got y'all. Yeah, I got y'all. Thank you guys for coming by. And, hey, Kay got a body. Girl, where you been? So anyway, that's what I had to address. Because people think when you're quiet that, you let anything fly. I don't let anything fly at all, as you'll find out. Have a great day, everybody, and be careful and stay safe.